Okay, so I have this Power Cooker Express. It's like I guess another brand is like the Instant Pot or something like that. I have actually had this for 3 years. I got it for Christmas. I'm pretty sure it was 3 years ago. And I wanted it so bad, but I was terrified to use it. So I'm going to use it today. So in this bag, I have half of a Boston butt that I got at the store on Saturday, and I cut it up into like 6 chunks, and I put it in this Ziploc with a dry rub. My dry rub has paprika, salt, garlic, some cumin, and pepper. And so I just put it in there, coated everything. I might not have had to cut it up, but I thought it might cook faster like that. So I did buy, it was like a 5.5 pound Boston butt. So here's the other half. I'm going to put it in the freezer for later. But I am going to attempt to use my pressure cooker finally. So I'm going to put the meat in, and then I'm going to put the lid on and see if we can't get some pressure. So I don't know if you can hear that. I had already turned it on so it could be heating up, and I did put a little bit of vegetable oil in, just enough to coat it, and I just rolled the inside pot around so it would get about halfway up to make sure everything was coated in vegetable oil. So now what I'm going to do is try to get my lid on. So I guess it needs to go on here. It's down. Okay. So now it is in the lock position here, and it's in the lock position here. So I think when this light gets up is actually when the timer starts. So we'll see how long it takes to get pressurized. This seems loose. Like, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I don't know what that's supposed to do. I think it's supposed to be here at sealed. Yes, so before cooking, whoops. I'm terrible about reading instructions. I wonder if that means that I should restart it. I don't think there's any pressure built up, so I'm not going to blow the house up, hopefully. Okay, so it's locked again. It does say it's still heating up. I do have a little bit of steam coming out of here. Got my condensation collector on there. Alright, we'll see what happens. I'm going to put this other piece of my Boston butt away for maybe next week, and we'll see how long it takes to get pressurized. Alright, so literally I put the meat in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, washed my hands, and I was drying my hands and turned around, and it's already pressurized. So I think once it gets pressurized, that's when my time starts. So I'll be back in 45 minutes to see what it looks like. Okay, so I totally did not realize that it had been 45 minutes, but I just happened to look over at it, and it's on the keep warm now, and the pressurized light is off. So I am going to, let's see if I can shed a little bit more light on the subject. A little bit. Okay, so I am going to use a pot holder and turn that. smells so good. By the way, I did wipe the inside of this off, but I see now that the lid still had dust on it. I washed the inside, but didn't think about running a rag over the outside. But pressure released. I think it says wait 5 minutes. And if you hear something outside, the maintenance guy is cleaning out the gutters because I complained yesterday because that's why our heat pump was frozen. Anyways, so we'll keep warm light is on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And all my pressure is gone. Like I said, this is the first time I've used it, so I'm going to turn. I think once the pressure releases, and it'll unlock. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me grab a fork real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna check. Oh, did you see how, like, my fork just like dropped down in there, no pressure. Let's see. Oh yeah, so like one-handed, just barely touching this, it is just full off the bone. Okay, so I normally make my like pulled pork or Boston butts, however you want to say, in the crock pot and put it on low for like, I don't know, 8, minimum 6 hours on, on high for like 6 hours, or on low for 8 to 10. And it does get like this where the bone just pretty much slides out. I actually pulled the bone, or left the bone in the other half of this because we don't eat a lot of leftovers. So it's better for me to cook in smaller portions as opposed to have a ton of leftovers. But this smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And like I said, 45 minutes, and all I did was drop it in, shook some seasoning on it. So prep time, cutting the meat, putting the seasoning in the bag and shaking it, turning this on and letting it start to preheat, 5 minutes tops. And this smells so good. I'm going to pull it out and put it on a plate. And, of course, Sweet Baby Ray's, because that's what we like. I do have a recipe that I have used before for like a homemade sauce. I think it was something that actually a friend of mine Googled, and it has like 27 different spices. I haven't made that in a while just because spices are expensive. So next best thing is Sweet Baby Ray's. But this was so good, and I'm so glad I finally got over my nervousness and decided to use the pressure cooker because, y'all, I don't know, I might just go ahead and eat instead of waiting on him to get home. He should have been home already anyways. So he got off, I think he was supposed to get off at 3, and it's after that now, so I might just go ahead and have to have a little snack. I'm going to pull it out, get it all shredded up. So first review is definitely, this is going to make my life so much easier. And again, this is the Power Cooker Express. I think they also make a Power Cooker XL, or I think there's a larger one. This is the 5-quart version, and this actually was on like a Black Friday sale at Walmart. Like I said, 3 years ago, I believe I got it for Christmas. So I think there are some that have like digital screens. So this one is just a dial. It's a simpler model, but I'm completely happy with it. And it also came with a rice spoon and this like little measuring cup. But I'm pretty excited. My pork smells amazing. Looks really great. Just gonna get a little bite. It's still pretty hot, but looks super good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it tastes really good too. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, make some potatoes. I really wish I had stuff to make coleslaw because that would be so good with this. But thanks for watching, guys.